Welcome. My name is Ross Cleark, the Mindful Coach, and today we're going to be having a session on Fun 101, the Go training, which is just an acronym for learning how to be more grounded and open. So the intention that we have is we're going to ask the question, why have fun, why ground, and why be open? Having fun is just natural. We can see that in animals. And just having fun, especially in younger animals. They like to play. Play is really, really essential for our mental well-being. So it's good for the mind and it's good for the body. A lot of research that shows that there's a benefit in our autoimmune system. The happy hormones have this ability just to do so many wonderful things for us. So there's every reason to have fun. Doesn't necessarily we're going to have an ear-to-ear smile on our face all the time, but that's kind of the direction that we are leaning towards. You know, how can I have more fun with this? How can I be happier with this? How can I be more content? So that's just the general focus that we have kind of in the back of our mind. So the good news is that we innately have this happiness within us. But what happens in the course of our day or in our life, it gets blocked. So it gets blocked by past experiences, and all this is all part of our process of being a human being. But if we look at the problem, we can't necessarily just go to fun and that's going to take care of everything. If we look at what's blocking us from just being naturally happy, peaceful, and content and having more fun, that would be a more beneficial, more skillful way of handling this. So we can look at, if this is considered a problem, we have a thought produces an emotion oftentimes, then more thoughts will produce more emotions. Now, if we're starting to be anxious or angry, then what we find is these emotions, they can be really strong, and after an hour or so, they're really kind of taken over. So that's the problem. The solution is to break that cycle, and that's what we're going to be looking at just briefly. That in order to break those anxiety loops, those anger loops, whatever they may be, then what we can do is we can just redirect our attention. We'll go into this more in detail in the course. So when we ground, what we're looking at is we're going to put our attention, some of our attention, in places that are safe for us. So our fingers are safe, our toes are safe, and our hands, our tongue, these are all places where we can shift some of our attention to help to weaken those anxiety loops. So this is something that we practice before we get into an anxious situation. Now, what the opening does, that raises our energy. That's where the fun starts to begin. So we're safe and grounded, but now what we're going to do is we're going to raise our energy, and we're going to be intentional about that because we have the power to do that. And that's what mindfulness is. Mindfulness is really a power. It's a beautiful power, and it has to be cultivated, just like any skill. So that's again where we learn how to do the practice, this opening practice. And you can see that the opening practice can be done laying down, it can be done sitting, it can be done walking, and it can be done standing. So the practice is always available to us. And the more we practice, the more we remember to do it. And consequently, the more fun we have. So if we constantly are avoiding a problem, what happens is that problem tends to get bigger and stronger, and it gets more powerful, and it starts to follow us around. Even though we have some distance from it from sometimes, other times it's right there in us. So again, if this is a problem that we're avoiding, if we stop and drop, becoming grounded, having that attitude of an open mind, an open heart, I'm going to feel this, I'm going to actually be with this, I'm going to give this attention, whatever this strong emotion is. When we turn to our emotions and we acknowledge it, the emotion itself starts to, it subsides and it becomes smaller and smaller over time. So the solution is, in simple terms, is the solution to having more fun, having less problems, less emotional challenges, is to learn how to practice grounding and opening. The practice is really simple, and the mind might say, oh, that's just too simple, it can't work. But that's not the case. It does work, and it works very well. So in summary, we have 3 steps, and what we're looking at is fun. We want to have fun because it feels good. The grounding makes us feel safer, more confident, more like we can handle these challenges that are coming our way. And the opening, we're more lovable. When we're open, when our minds are not shut down and our hearts are not closed off, when we're open, people sense that and they feel that, and they feel more warmth towards us. So we are more lovable. And as a result of that, we have more fun. So I want to thank you for this time. We do have a course. The course is at teachable.com. So to view the course, and the course is free, there's no charge for it. Is to sign in at teachable.com as a new user. Once you're signed in, then just search for mindfulnesstraining.teachable.com. So once again, thank you for your interest and your time. And if you are interested at all, please subscribe, because that tells us that there's an interest for this program, and it helps to promote us so that we get it online better, and we have more energy because there is an appreciation or an interest in it. So once again, thank you for your time. You can always contact me. I live in Ontario, Waterloo, and this is my email account, themindfulcoach@gmail.com, and this is our main website. We have more than one website, but this is the main one. So I look forward to hearing from you, and please subscribe. That would mean a lot to us. Thank you.